Yeah, absolutely. And I've actually got Sheriff Mike Bouchard right here who says that this is a situation with Ring doorbell where they've got a search warrant. You've been trying to find these guys. Tell me about it. Who are you looking for?
So they have a Ring camera on the front door. We have permission from the owner. We have a search warrant. We've contacted Ring. They reset the password, but it keeps going back to a phone that's not accessible. And as a result, we can't access the image. I could give you images of our suspects right now that we're looking for if Ring simply help us. So am I frustrated? Beyond words.
Wow. And, you know, just to kind of recap the situation here, earlier today here on Newcastle Drive in Rochester Hills, 72-year-old man murdered. His wife tied up with duct tape upstairs. These two men, right, thin black man and heavyset Latino man, accused of dressing up as DTE workers, saying, hey, you've got a gas leak, making their way in. I mean, Sheriff, this is a pretty outrageous crime. I mean, what goes through your mind with this whole thing?
Yeah, it's horrendous. Well, I guess the first thing I would tell people is we think it was very targeted. So to the neighborhood, the community at large, we don't think that it's a random thing where they're knocking on doors. We think it was specific, probably, if I had to guess, related to the fact they owned a jewelry and a pawn business.
Right.
But you know, we obviously have access, if we can get it, to images that we can share with your viewers out there of our suspects, but we got to get Ring to cooperate. We want to catch these guys. They need to get taken off the street for this incredibly terrible crime they committed in broad daylight.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking just the audacity that these guys had, because they came last night around 10 p.m., weren't let in, came back around noon, let inside, and searched the house for about 20 minutes. It seems just like a totally shocking crime.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And another reminder to folks, if somebody comes to your house and they want access to your house and they claim to be a utility worker or whatever the case may be, independently check with that company before. Google it and call them. Don't open the door until you're sure that you verified it independently of what they tell you at the door.
Absolutely. So hopefully Ring will cooperate with you guys, help aid this investigation, and you can help aid them as well if you've got any type of surveillance footage. Remember, these guys were out here last night around 10 posing as a DTE crew in a white pickup with a DTE placard. Send that information to Oakland County Sheriff's Department. We'll keep you updated with the very latest. Reporting live in Rochester Hills, Scott Walczak, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, and you certainly hope that Ring will end up cooperating with the sheriff, because the biggest way to get suspects nabbed is to make sure that you can actually see what they look like. That's critical.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Root, because right now we just have a vague description. These guys know exactly what they look like, but we're told it's just a thin African-American man and a heavyset Latino man. That's not much to go on, right? And if these guys are disguising themselves as a DTE crew, you know, they probably ripped off that DTE logo, and they're somewhere out there, and they are hot on their trail.
Yeah, make sure you don't open the door for just anybody. Important, but a sad way we have to live our lives right now. Scott Walczak for us live tonight. Thank you.